Hi, my name is Laura Kellogg, and I'm working with my partner.
Hey, my name is Connor Mims.
And we wanted to focus on the obstacles that the Hispanic community faces when they're accessing healthcare. And we have a very special guest with us today who agreed to be interviewed, who can share a lot of light with us as far as nurses and how we can put our patients at ease and provide culturally competent care. So I'd love to introduce Corinne. And thank you so much, Corinne, for joining us today to help educate all us nurses.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, we want to know what we can do, from a nursing perspective to just earn our patients' trust, make them feel warm and welcome, and be able to provide them with just culturally competent care.
Well, you said it, Laura. The biggest gap that there is with the system, as far as the healthcare system and the patients, it is trust. I mean, when it comes down to my community and Hispanic community, there's a lack of trust, and due to language barriers, educational background, social background, economics, all of that combined, it's basically very synergistic, but not in a good way for us. So you encounter a big wall when it comes down to trying to give good health care and reach out to your patients. So I think the basics for you guys to reach to us and gain that trust so necessary to be able to do your jobs in help the community would be trust. It's trust. If you don't know the language, how can you trust? If you need to take a taxi to go to a hospital and you don't have the money, all of those things, it just combined. It's just and then you get to the hospital and then you don't understand, and then you have these people coming to you and you don't even know what to say. So basically trust. You need to earn the trust of your patients, and very simple manners too. There is the language barrier between us could be big, including people that come from other countries, immigrants. um that that bridge is not there, so you basically are, it's up to you to overcome, not the language of the American, the English language, Spanish language, whatever, but there's language of the humanity.
Yes.
The how can I reach, without saying one word. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, you raise a good point because body language is so important. And I know I often like to greet my patients with a smile and, just make eye contact, and even simple things as with names. And we're learning, even the basics of the conversation. But I think too, just being honest that we can greet our patients, but then just being honest and saying, hey, I only know a little Spanish. Maybe you can help me, and maybe empower them a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And interesting that you mentioned the name. One important thing is that, let's put the scenario when you welcome somebody into your home. Remember, your hospital is your home, and you welcoming me. When you welcome somebody into your home, you basically don't say, "Hi, Corinne Morales Aragones, welcome to my home." You say, "Hi, Corinne, thank you for coming to my home." And you kind of like bring that wall down of security, and you'll take one step forward towards a good communication between you and your patients, even that English language is not there, but there's the human language is there.
Yeah, that's well said. And I know family is so important, and trust to the Hispanic community. So I think as nurses, if we can, keep all those things in mind, we'll have much better outcomes for our patients.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure the patients that you are you're getting now in the hospitals are grandparents and elderly parents, not the young ones, and then now you have their grandchildren try to translate and trying to say this and that, and the family unit in the Hispanic community is huge. That's the bond, is the glue. So basically, when you get one Hispanic coming in that needs help, you basically have to help everybody, because somewhere in that you will find your friendly face that will be the opening for you guys to do an incredible job with your patients.
Yes. Fortunately, too, we have wonderful resources with translators in the hospitals. And so we're fortunate to have all those, but we so appreciate, your perspective on it and that advice for us. So we really do appreciate,
Oh, absolutely. And I appreciate that you guys are into this and that you took the time to address this problem and this disadvantage that we have. And I really appreciate it, definitely.
Yeah, well, we all need to look for ways to make it better, because at the end of the day, we just want what's best for our patients and to let them know that they can trust us and that we're there to help them.
Do you feel like
Oh, absolutely. And I excuse me?
Oh, I was gonna ask you, do you feel like you have had any issues trying to get health care due to your background?
No. I will say no. And the reason for me is that I came to the United States to study. My family background is social economics. It's different. And I came to study and I learned the language, and I can hold my own. I can sit down. I'm very well educated. So I have an advantage in I will say no. Friends, yes. I have had to help friends going into social services. I have had to go and help friends to the hospital and what questions to ask, because they don't know the language and they're scared. So they basically, the friendly face would be myself, and I became the bridge between the hospital and my friends, that. So personally, no, but I lived it with my friends.
Sure.
And I was proactive in trying to help.
Well, thank you for being a resource for them. And, we always love hearing your perspective. So thank you so much for sharing all that with us and with our class. Thank you.
You're so welcome.